When I was in high school, everyone looked at me like I was brain dead. Why? Because I decided it would be smart to take every single AP class before I graduated. So people ask me, why would you do this, Rishi? You don't have to do this. You can live a life. You can have a social life. You can touch grass. No. Why? Because I knew today I was going to make a ranking of every AP class, and I couldn't do that if I hadn't taken at least all of them, or at least close to all of them. So today, I'm going to be ranking every AP class and telling you which ones you should or shouldn't take. Should you listen to me? Maybe not, maybe. But my advice is right. So let's get straight into this. I'm going to be ranking each class based off 3 different categories. Exam pass rate, since you need to pass the exam to get the credits, how much workload you're gonna get, and the pain level. And hey, if your favorite class is F tier, I don't care, it's my list. First, we have F tier, the classes you should only take if you like being lobotomized daily. If you like that feeling of nails against a chalkboard, this is for you. And so the first class on this tier is AP Languages. To be frank, I didn't take these classes for good reason. Language is hard, and learning language is hard. I have a tough time learning English, and now I gotta do the AP stuff for the Spanish and French stuff too? Nuh-uh, I'm good. To be completely honest, the workload seems to be pretty easy compared to other APs from what I've heard from people who have taken the class, and the exam pass rate basically depends on how good you are at the language. So if you're good at the language, and you like it, then do it because it should be easy for you. And it's not that painful, it's just that I personally have a grudge against languages. So next, AP Chemistry. This class deserves a tier of its own, below F tier, but I couldn't do that. So I'm putting it in F tier because it's probably the most complained about class you can take. This is what pain feels like. This is like pain incarnate. Like if pain was a physical being, this is what it would be, AP Chemistry. Because I couldn't tell like, how else you're gonna pass this class? I mean, this class is considered torture in some countries. Don't fact check me, I'm right. The workload you get is absurd. The exam pass rate was low. I didn't even take the exam for this. And the pain level is a 10 out of 10. Imagine napalm in your throat and everywhere at the same time. You're burning, right? That's AP Chemistry. To be completely honest, this class is a really interesting class. When I took it, I survived 3/4 of it before I was like, I'm tapping out. But material they teach is really interesting. And if you like chemistry, do it. So, on to the next thing. D tier. This is for the classes that are hard, but also kind of mid, right? These are kind of more work than pleasure. So let's get straight into it with pysch. I know, wait, let me explain myself. pysch was one of my favorite classes. But for most people, I would have to say this class has a lot of material in it. Like imagine this, AP World is like the entire world's history in 9 months, right? So they kind of condense everything. AP Gov, it's one part of US history extended into 9 months. pysch is all of US history, which is 200 years, expanded into 9 months. And so you're going to be reading a lot, you're gonna be writing a lot. The workload is high. If you have the right teacher, it might be a little less with the homework and stuff, but most teachers, from what I've heard, the workload is high. The pain level for most people is high. But if you study, the pass rate should be pretty medium to like probably lowish. Like you should be able to pass this class. So next one, AP Physics C. Trust me, you are not Oppenheimer, you're not him, okay? I'm ranking this based off Physics C and not 1 and 2 since 1 and 2 is much easier. But based off C, the workload is brutal. The exam pass rate is low. It's a hard exam to pass, right? And the pain level is 11 to 10. If you're not in love with mathematics, you will not pass this class. Like why, okay? So do it if you like it. I think that's honestly a good advice for anything. Do it if you want to do it, okay? But Physics C is not for the faint of heart. Moving on to C tier. This is defined by the mid, okay? These classes are mid. It's as mid as it comes, okay? So, like, what else you want me to say? The first member of the mid gang is AP Biology. It isn't that hard of a class, to be completely frank. I know I put a 10 out of 10 pain level. Realistically, it's more of a 7 out of 10, right? The workload, depending on teachers, could be insane, but could be pretty chill, right? AP biology is really based off what teacher you have. The teacher I had wasn't that bad, right? We had a lot, but we didn't have that much. The test is pretty hard. When I took it, the FRQs were crazy as fuck. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it being a stupid like question or something, right? AP biology, it's not a crazy hard class. It's not a crazy easy class. Do it if you're interested in it. I wasn't interested. It was just boring. It was mid for me. It was mid. AP Music Theory. This class I took online my junior year. I thought, hey, I've been playing guitar for a long time and I can work myself around the piano and I can, play other instruments. I was like, this would be fine. If you're not like 100% sure with your musical ability, this class will be hard for you because playing music and music theory are two different things. Trust me, they're two different things. It's AP Calc, but for your ears. There's a lot of singing, which I didn't expect, right? It's a lot of sight singing. It's a lot of recomposing music. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of work. The exam pass rate is based off your own musical ability. It really is. So if you're really good at music, if you really love the theory part of music, then you're gonna love it. It's mid, right? It's hard, but easy, Next thing in the mid is AP Calc, AB, and BC. I might be kind of biased because I hated these classes, but I'm putting them in C tier. Mostly because it's math straight out, right? If you love math and math is your thing, then take these classes because you will enjoy it. But I'm not a big math guy. This is pure mathematics, and if you're good at it, you'll be good at it, right? The exam pass rate is actually pretty decent for AB. It's probably a little bit lower for BC. And the pain is basically based off how good you are at math, right? I fucking hate math, so, mid. And next one is AP Environmental Science, which I think defines the mid. This class is very easy. This is an introduction to AP type of class, right? This is another one class I didn't take. From what I heard, this was a GPA booster class. People took these their sophomore, junior year, and it was very easy. But here's my problem with APES. If you want an AP introduction course, go take something else, like Human Geo, or World History, or Seminar, or Psych, right? Because those have much more interesting concepts than environmental science. This is my bias, but I think this class sounds boring as fuck. No offense to people who love this class, I don't think this is that exciting of a concept. It's just mid. Next is B tier. I know I wrote down that these are the mid ones, but these are more of like the ones that are like, they're there, but they're not like mid. I mean, they have interesting concepts. They challenge you like an AP class, but they're not insanely easy. It's a little bit better than mid, but it's not amazing. First, we have AP Lit. Now this class, if you love writing, if you love to read, this is a perfect class for you because you're gonna be reading books, you're gonna be writing essays. This does have a lot of work tied with it because it's an English class. You're gonna be writing a lot. And this isn't that painful of a class. Usually you're gonna take this your senior year. If you took AP Lang before, you're basically ready for this class. It's not that different. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about it, right? Next, we have AP Human Geography. Now, this is a great introductory to AP class, right? A lot of people will take their freshman year or sophomore year, and it is easy. But hey, if you're wanting to get your feet into AP and understand what it's like to write an FRQ, answer an SAQ, or write a longer, I think they do DBQs in the Human Geo. It's not an amazing class where the concepts are like so interesting, but it's not a hard class. You're gonna pass this class. It's a great class, so B tier. AP Statistics is defined by the vibe. It's not a math class. It really isn't, because there's a lot of words in my question. It's much more of a problem-solving class. It's a lot of word problems, it's a lot of vibes, and a lot of vocab. But this class is very easy if you pay attention. The exam pass rate is high, and you're not gonna hurt that much. If you want to do an AP Math, do AP Statistics. You will enjoy it, trust me. AP Computer Science, Comp Sci. I'm not sure how it is in a lot of schools, but I know in our school, everyone took this their sophomore year. Another one class I didn't take. AP Comp Sci is another like sophomore, junior year class that seems to be very, very easy if you understand what it is. Yeah, just pay attention, you'll be good at AP Comp Sci, all right? There's nothing much else to say. B tier. Next, we have the A tier classes. Now, these were some of the classes I enjoyed the most in high school. Some of the classes I think most people will enjoy. So let's get straight into A tier. First, we have AP English Language in A tier. This was one of my favorite classes. I love the rhetorical analysis. I love the argumentative essays. I love the other one, which I forget the name of. But here's the thing, why it's an A tier is because I knew a lot of people didn't like this class. Timed essay writing is not for everybody, right? And I know AP, all the AP classes have timed writing, but English, Lang, and Lit, their writings are longer and the time isn't that much longer. And so it's hard for a lot of people. But I thought it's a very useful class that teaches you a lot of useful things that you're going to use in college. I'm in college and a lot of things I learned in Lang, I'm using in my classes. So I like this class a lot. On to the next. Next in A tier, we have AP Government and Politics. Now this was one of my favorite classes I took. It might just be because my teacher was really fun and made this class really interesting, but I think the material that is in the course is really cool too. AP Government teaches you how America was founded, how it was created, the documents, the thinking behind the founding fathers when they wrote everything out. And then you tie in these court cases that changed how our system functions, which probably is the hardest part of the class in memorizing the court cases because you're gonna have to know them for the AP test. And I think like the best part of this class is that everything we learn in this class, we usually see in our day-to-day lives. Like you turn on the news, usually you'll see one or two concepts you learn in Gov in real life. And it's really cool seeing that like current events tying into our class. It feels like this is a class I'm learning something, it's useful. Next in A tier is AP Seminar and AP Research. The pain level is probably a little bit way too high for this, probably more of a 5 or a 6. But these classes are great to develop those baseline skills you're going to use every day in college. Communication, group projects, learning how to write research papers, learning how to write your own papers. These are great if you want to succeed in college. And these are an easy A tier. And finally, we have the S tier, the greatest classes that you can take. In my opinion, these are the classes everyone should be taking. So let's go on to the greatest classes. First, of course, we have AP Econ, my all-time favorite AP class. This class is so fucking fun. I think this class is really fun. It teaches you how our economy works and how, like, why inflation is why it is and why GDP is this and how GDP works. And then on the micro side, like, elastic demand and inelastic demand and this and that. It's so fun. Like, I love this class. Learning about money and dealing with finances is a very important thing that everyone should have a baseline understanding of. So I think everyone should be taking AP Econ. And finally, of course, we have AP World History. This was fun. I had a good time. It's a lot of reading. It is. It's a lot of writing. It is. You usually take this class sophomore, junior year, but in my opinion, it's worth it. World history, it's not that difficult of a concept to understand. You go from Da Vinci to DiCaprio. I mean, like, it's like a TV show where each month is a different season. Everyone should be taking AP World History. Everyone needs to have a baseline understanding how we are where we are. It's a great, easy beginner AP class for most people. That's me ranking every AP class. Now, if you have any questions about this list, don't ask them because my list is right and your list is wrong. But seriously, if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll see if I'll answer them if I want to. And disclaimer, hey, like, take what you're interested in. If you're interested in a subject, you're gonna be good at it. Like, that's like the baseline, right? If I missed any AP classes, I probably did it on purpose. This is my list, my opinion. Until next time, Rishi out.